All right, so I'm going to give you the rundown of what's going to go down immediately. We're going to get 3 games in quick. It's going to be 3 games because I am officially running off of
no sleep.
I repeat, I'm running off
not a single minute of sleep.
And I did a full double watch today. Almost did a triple watch. For some reason, there was a miscommunication with me and my watch bill commander. The way the watch bill is split up into 3 different watches per watch, right? So you have the morning shift, like little afternoon shift, and then obviously the last shift. I have double watch for a pre-existing little pre-existing little tidbit thing I did. I was using my phone, which is not what you're supposed to do. Okay, so he wanted to split it up into, I would take the first watch and then I would take the last watch. And I was like, no, I'd rather just get it all done in one go, right? Like, rip off the Band-Aid. Like, let's get this done and over with. I don't want to keep, like, having to wait, you know what I mean? Like, get, like, a little break. Let's just get it done. Cool. So, I say that to him, and it's insane what some people will, like, take as reality, right? In his mind, I just want some booze, though. Ooh, look at that slot. In his mind, when I said I want first and second watch as opposed to first and third, he thought I meant I want all of them, which I don't know why that didn't said red alerts in his mind, because who in their right mind would ever say, yeah, give me all the freaking watches, right? Like, I don't know what kind of hero, and I had already told him I hadn't slept, so he must have thought I was, like, trying to Iron Man, like, put the world on my shoulders type beat. Like, I really don't know what was going through his mind. So, come 13:45, which is the time where you typically would get off for second watch. I go through the first 4 hours and I get to the end of the, about to get to the end of the 8. I'm getting to that time and I text my supposed relief, or at least who I thought was supposed to relieve me. And I'm like, hey man, like, where you at, big dog? And he's like, what are you talking about, dude? He's like, are you aware that you have triple watch? And I'm like, no. Like, was anyone gonna tell me? And he's like, bro, what do you mean? You volunteered, which is fucking news to me, right? Like, not only did it just get thrown upon me that I have this, it then got thrown upon me that I supposedly asked for it, which is so much worse. But whatever, so I'm like texting, I'm like, hey man, we had a little miscommunication. By the way, I think I handled this, the way I brought it up was very professional, right? I didn't just say, hey, what the fuck? I didn't say that, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, hey, I think maybe I took the blame, right? Even though I communicated properly. I'm not going to sit here and lie to myself. I know exactly what I said. He misunderstood me, but I said maybe I miscommunicated, or we had a little miscommunication. Wow, what a flick. Nice. It's a good hit. It's going to make him do something. Maybe I can grab this boost, maybe not. Bang. It's a teammate. Turn. I wish he could have got it to me, but he wanted to go for a solo play. Didn't go the way he wanted. That's okay. Maybe I shouldn't have taken that boost. But, yeah, I'm like, dude, we had a little miscommunication. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't know what he wanted to do there. This guy might. But whatever, it was hee ha ha. I ended up getting off, like, and I kind of came to a realization while I was on watch. So sometimes I'm thankful for these little double watches that I have, because like I get very zen, you know, like that kind of zen when you're staring at the same thing for 8 hours, so you have nothing to do except go insane, but just thinking of your thoughts. And I'm sitting there, you know, pondering the universe and whatnot, and I come to the realization that some of these things that people have been saying about me in terms of being a little arrogant and maybe being, almost got it done, and being a little, you know, sometimes I can say things that maybe I don't intend for them to have a certain effect, but they do have a certain effect. And just because I'm not aware of it doesn't take away the sting of whatever that comment was, right? And so at first I just denied that I made these comments. I simply just assumed that, well, they just misunderstood, therefore I bear no fault, which is very childish of me. So I had a little realization there, like, hey, grow up a little, you know. I'll say my fault. That was my fault. And T, I think he meant no problem. It's just like, it's fine. And so I apologize. I apologize to the people that I, you know, made feel that way. Because, like, obviously, you know, that's not my intention. Like, I believe I'm a good person. I don't want anyone to feel a certain type of way about something that I said. You know what I mean? Ooh. I goofed so hard. I definitely could have shot that. I just got silly. It's kind of hard to talk at the same time and play, but I'm not worried. Not in the slightest. He didn't even say NT. Fuck. But... okay. That was an interesting decision. I think I would have left me. He got a demo, so this should be a shot attempt. Good save. Okay, I'll push. You got. I'll get a clear. Take it back. Grab that boost. I'll grab this boost. Alright, not what we want, but I can get in the way of this. No, I cannot. Get that. Ooh. Nice. Okay, I'm up. I didn't even know we were up. I thought we were playing for overtime. Sorry I got quiet at the end there, but what was I saying? Something about, like, yeah, pretty much it's not about me. Like, the purpose, the human experience is simply to make others feel better. You know what I mean? Like, we're given the gifts to understand one another and add on to each other's experience. So as long as I'm putting all my being into fulfilling that, then I'm doing everything that I need to as a human being. And you know, like, that just means being aware of the fact that sometimes, you know, intent doesn't really matter. Intent doesn't matter. Things have effects. And I've always been, like, the biggest like proprietor or, like, believer in that type of saying. Like, you know, like, if I hit a kid with a car and I say sorry, it doesn't change the fact that I just fucking decked that kid with a car, right? Which, not insinuating that whatever I said has the same effect as me hitting a kid with a car, because, like, goddamn, what could you have possibly said? Oh god, if I could have just got any power, right? Thanks, man. Woohoo. Okay, we're good now. I try to get it around, okay, sorry. A lot going on here. Let's go! Thank you. Okay, had to lock in for a second. But yeah, I just want to spread goodness into the world, and I think it gives me a lot of motivation when I make these YouTube videos, because it's like, if I can just make something that makes someone's day a little bit better, or maybe they feel like a little bit more, I don't know, let's say, able to, like, distract themselves from the general bullshit that goes on in all of our lives, you know what I mean? Like, that makes me feel like a good human being. And I've noticed that when I fulfill that type, where I give to others, my life gets better and puts me in a position to then give to others. You know, like, that's a good thing. I like that. I want that. I need that. I don't know what to do, so we're gonna go here. Alright, that could have been cool if I had a tiny bit of boost. We need to get back to help this guy. But yeah, that's kind of like what I wanted to talk about today. There's really... If I think of anything more, obviously I'll bring it up. But I am running on very little sleep, which seems to be a very common occurrence within these videos. But it doesn't take me a long time to edit these. One thing that is going on in my life that's pretty... Ooh. Dang, I really thought I could get a good pinch there. One thing that is going on in my life is I'm currently like learning Spanish, and I'm actually getting pretty decent at it. Like, I've been practicing with my buddy, because in the Navy there's a lot of, you know, diverse folk, and especially those that speak Spanish. So I have a lot of time to practice, especially on watch. Like, I can just pop up Duolingo and, you know, go to town. By the way, Duolingo, if you're trying to get a sponsorship, you know what I mean? Like, big ol' 7.5 subscribers over here, which, by the way, we are growing ever so slightly. But we are growing. Growth is growth. Growth is growth. You know? Alright. But, yeah, no, it's cool, because, like, I think the shorts are having a really good impact on, because, like, I'm seeing, like, you know, a couple subscribers every day. Like, that's just nice to see. Obviously, the goal is to try and get freaking monetized at some point, so we'll get there, boys, eventually. And I never really thought about this, right? Because I've never, bang, that's just a shot. Oh my. I've never been the type to, like, follow a really small channel, see them grow, and then, you know, like, all the YouTubers that I typically have watched, they were already big when I decided, like, when I got into watching them. So, like, for those of y'all that are subscribed right now, if y'all were to see me just, like, pop off, you'd be like, you know, we'd feel like we'd be like brothers.
I'd probably invite y'all to my wedding, you know what I mean?
So, you know, if you're one of the 75 right now, you are invited to my, Oh my god, if I just had some boost! I'm not the type to be flip resetting like that. Maybe I'm getting like superpowers because maybe I'm being a good human being, or maybe it's because of the lack of sleep. I don't know. Fucking power. That's not it. Dang, try to bump me and I still got that shit. Let's go. 3-0 us. Alright. Alright, one more game. I don't care if it's a forfeit. I said 3 games. That's it. I didn't say for how long of a period of time. 13 minutes. We're doing good. Let's see. Do I have anything else I really want to hit today? Like, I typically do think about things that I want to talk about or, you know, like touch base on as I go about my day. But no. I mean, I guess if I'm to kind of like piggyback off of what I had initially said in that last game, just be mindful of the things that you say. Like, for you, they may not have any effect on, you know, you might think they might not have any effect, and maybe the person even says that it doesn't have an effect, but you'd be surprised. Shit lingers, and, you know, especially within the subconscious, like, it's not something that people are even aware of that it could bother them. Like, some people, they're so used to kind of just like rolling with the punches of like things that are said that like you just kind of accept it as like, oh yeah, that's okay, I can do that. And then come to find out they did not like that at all. And it's typically rooted, like, you could be like, wow, you're so emotional, but it's rooted in something that you had no idea about. Like just recently, like, I'm obviously not going to air out any names, but I noticed that one of my friends was like very cognizant of the people around him in large crowded places. And I was like, hey man, you look like a little nervous. Like, you're not really like paying attention to like the things that I'm saying. Like, are you good? And he's like, yeah, I just don't really like crowds. And I'd always kind of noticed this, but I never like thought as to why that is. I just thought, like, you know, it's just who he is. But obviously something caused that. Found out, dude, he was in a large crowd one time as a kid, and like he saw someone get freaking stabbed, which is like, you know, and it's kind of funny hearing about shit like that, because it's kind of like, hey man, this is like a sign of PTSD, you know, like, and I'm not really qualified to be talking about this, so you probably should bring this up with a trained professional. But we really just be out here raw dogging our mental health sometimes, and just giving it to friends who, like, I'm not the smartest cookie in the world, so I feel like there's better people to be sharing your mental health problems with. But like, I'm gonna be there, you know, just like, you know, if I isn't that funny? I just got a freaking notification from my own short that I posted like a couple days ago. Apparently, I did not know this, but small YouTube channels are not supposed to watch their videos after coming out. I've been breaking that rule like a motherfucker. I'm the first person to see that, and I put a like on that hoe every time. Every time. It's more so for the power. Not accurate though. That could be interesting. I try to slow it down enough that you could get like in good control. Attack. Well, I didn't even need a flip. Just like attack them. Did that not bump him? Okay. Oh, we're getting beat to that. Yikes. Don't get flicked on. Woohoo. Yeah, I don't know how I thought I was going to have enough time to get there. He's bumped. Not even a good pass. Ooh. Getting freaking slide tackled out here by... That was a good block. Very risky though. Faking kinda. 50. Okay, we have so much time. Maybe not as much time. You got to get up now. Dude, my eyes are getting heavy. I'm trying to leave this boost for... No, not anymore. Pass. That was obvious. Try to go for a bump. Not in. This is not the greatest play by me. He obviously wants me to follow this. This guy's beating me. That's bad back pass. That's why you said sorry. Maybe teammate can play that. Yeah. Good. Let's see where this goes. Offense. Good control by this guy. Bad control by that guy. Okay. Pads, pads, pads. Nice. That's the best clear we could have gotten. Well, I guess unless the clear like gone in their net or something. Bump. I don't know why I tried to bump, but not dangerous. God, I need to slow down. Like, I'm just giving possession. Okay. Okay, got a dem. He tried. Not really fast enough. I got boost. Just, yeah, perfect. They gotta chase us, you know what I mean? So, like, rush in. Get weird. Down, down. Ooh. I'm up, looking silly. Bang. Honestly, just a lob probably would have been best. Alright. I took a really wide turn to try and dodge a demo. I'm on wall. Nice, that's a great clear. Got boost, I can play. Anything here works. That's very unnecessary. We don't really need to be pushing that. That's a good pass. It's a game! It's a game! Okay, let's clean it up. Come on, let's end the video. Alright, let's watch out for potential possession. Okay. I just gave it to him. Gotta calm down with that shit. Cheetah. Okay, I try to like catch the ball. Got a piece. Try to get up because I thought he was gonna try like, I don't know. I don't know actually. You're there. Good, 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 good. Woo! Almost bumped. Going for a bump myself. Any shot by him could have been better. Okay. What a way to end the video. That is just trash. Alright, honestly, 2 out of 3 is not bad, but I think we hit a lot of good points. I hope maybe at least one of y'all, maybe one of my buddies, like I know my buddies sometimes watch it to this point. Maybe they don't, but hope something was garnered from this video and can be applied positively to your life. And maybe if it's just the Rocket League, then hey, it's just the Rocket League, cool. But I love y'all. I hope y'all are good. I hope your life is popping off. And honestly, I hope the same for me so that I'm able to do so more for the others that watch this shit. And in God's name I pray, amen.